ஓகே வந்துருச்சு. எஸ் வாட் 7th என்னடா மாட்ஸ் வந்து வெயிட் மாட்ஸ் வந்து பிடிக்கும் அதுல அந்த கேரக்டர்.
We're live already. Hey everyone, welcome to the program and thank you to our sponsor, the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm your host, Astral Express crew member, March 7th. I've been watching my favorite streamer in preparation, but this is still my first time hosting, so go easy on me if I mess up, okay?
Okay.
What was I supposed to say again? I think it was, don't forget to like, follow, and share, or I'll chicken out. And then... without further ado, let's get right into the trailer.
You already missed it, yes. Oh, straight a trailer. Nice. Oh. Hi. Engal trial blazer. Hey. Load out.
My friends, join me in this dance. Let's bring this exquisite celebration to its climax.
நல்லா இருக்கு. Just whitey things ஆமா.
Belabog might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket.
Oh, funny. என்ன பண்ணி டொர்னாடோலாம் விடுது. என்ன பண்ணிக்கு பின்னா டை கட்டி விட்டுருக்கு. பிரானியா ஜப்பாடு மறுபடியும் பெலபாக்கா போறோம்.
I returned to the Lawfu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone
jingliu
for my sins. This will be the last you see.
jingliu, yes. Yes. I need her. jingliu. போடு தக்காளி.
Sword war. Blade of moonlight.
கண்ணு திறந்துருச்சு.
Cloud quintet. It is time to say goodbye.
பிளேடு. It's time to say goodbye. யாருக்கு? அதுக்குள்ள இது வந்துச்சு. சரி ப்ரோ தீயா இருக்குறீங்க. ஓகே 50,000 கிரெடிட்ஸ் வருது. நைஸ். கிரெடிட்ஸ் இல்ல நீட்டு இருந்தேன். jingliu பாப்பா jingliu ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பெருசா இருந்தா மேபி வல்கின் போட்டா போகுது. ஆனா இதுல ஃபுல் F2P இருக்கும்னு பாக்குறேன். செகண்ட் பேஸ்ல கொடுங்கடா.
There's lots of fun stuff waiting for us out there. Can't wait to catch it all on camera. Like Jingliu. Never thought we'd meet a living Xianzhou legend. She's super interesting. Miss Jingliu might look young and elegant, but people say she's experienced and super dangerous. I was a little nervous when the director told me I'd be introducing her today. So I thought, why don't I see if I can bring in another young, elegant, experienced, and dangerous lady to help me with the intro.
யோய் மேம் அத கை ஆட்டி ஆட்டி
Next
பேசிட்டு
up,
இருக்கு பாருங்க.
let's put our hands together and welcome Miss Himeko, navigator of the Astral Express.
Wow, March. Is that how you see me? I'm very flattered.
Himeko, you're here already?
That's right. I walked in just as someone happened to be calling me a young, elegant, experienced, and dangerous lady.
You're all those things? So, you want to take it from here, Himeko?
Sure thing. Where were we? Hi, everyone. As March said, I'm Himeko, navigator of the Astral Express. Today, I'll be introducing you to a living Xianzhou legend, Jingliu.
Jingliu. Yes. Play style காட்டுங்கப்பா. ஓடுதா கடி.
Ever since I first caught sight of her in Yenching's tracking entries, I was completely hooked. She's Jingyuan's previous master. I bet she's got all kinds of hidden stories to tell.
Please
As
stop.
one of the High Cloud Quintet, she was
Please,
once the
second phase.
strongest
Please.
swordmaster on the Luofu. However, due to the effects of Mara, she sometimes loses her grip on reality, perceiving herself as an unstoppable sword.
First பேசோ.
Jingliu's so ruthless. She even attacked her apprentice's apprentice. And she figured out Yenching's fighting style just from the sound of his swords. I'd bolt if I saw her coming my way.
I can't say I blame you. After the Mara took hold of Jingliu, she became a different person.
Play style
As
வெறியா இல்ல
for
bro.
the day she crossed paths with Yanqing,
அந்த அல்டி தான் வெயிட்.
it was
மேல இருந்து
quite the
எத்தனை
twist of
ஸ்லாஷ்.
fate.
I guess
ஸ்லாஷ்
so.
விட்டு பூமி பொளக்குது.
In any case, Jingliu is
என்னடா பண்ணி
unpredictable at
வச்சிருக்கீங்க?
the best
வெறியா
of times.
கொடுத்துட்டீங்கடா.
But if you
ரொம்ப
catch her
டேஞ்சர்
on a
போலே
good day,
ஜிங்கிலி. எஸ்.
she's as calm as moonlight on a silent night.
Nicely put. Her power is actually deeply connected to the moon's phases. Jingliu is an ice-type character following the path of destruction, who uses 2 different states in combat.
Different states? What's that?
Oh.
Think of it this way. When Jingliu is in prolonged combat, her Mara-struck persona takes over and she changes states. When Jingliu uses her skill, Transcendent Flash, she accumulates stacks of syzygy.
Whoa! Isn't Transcendent Flash the legendary sword move from Mr. Cien's story? The one that cuts through time itself?
You
She
sure
can
seem
switch
well-versed
forms in
High Cloud
between the
Quintet stories,
battle.
March. When
What?
syzygy stacks up to a
Hey,
set
really?
amount, Jingliu is consumed by Mara and enters a spectral transmigration state. In the spectral transmigration state, Jingliu's every attack deducts a set percentage of HP from
அதேதான்
her
பிரதீப்
ally's
bro.
max HP. However, her attack increases according to the corresponding total HP consumed.
Oh.
See? I told you she
HP
attacked
வச்சு
her allies.
HP scaling.
While in the spectral transmigration state, Jingliu's skill, Transcendent Flash, becomes Moon on Glacial River, and she is unable to launch basic attacks. Moon on Glacial River doesn't consume skill points, but does consume stacks of syzygy. When stacks reach 0, Jingliu exits the spectral transmigration state. Jingliu's ultimate, Floor Ephemeral Dream Flux, deals
The
a
ultimate
set
though.
percentage of her attack as ice damage to a single target and adjacent enemies, as well as granting her additional stacks of syzygy.
Yes.
Whether it's normal state Ice Beauty Jingliu or red-eyed spectral transmigrator state Jingliu, she's
Hey,
one heck of a
கண்
sword
கட்டிலனா நல்லா
master.
இருக்கே.
According to Xianzhou records, she was taken by the Ten Lords before the onset of Mara,
Skill
and
போட்டு ஓடுனாலே
subsequently
போதுமா?
detained in the shackling prison. The famous confrontation with her apprentice, Jingyuan, would come later.
Becoming Mara-struck is an unavoidable fate for Xianzhou long-life species. But they're still trying to find a way to break free of the cycle.
In the brand new 1.4 mission, Clouds Leave No Trace,
Oh,
an anonymous
your company
letter
mission.
silently
Nice, nice,
appears
nice.
on the Express. It seems an unexpected visitor has extended an invitation and is looking to connect with Don Hung to delve deeper into the tale of the Xianzhou. Past events may feel
Dill
distant
pickle.
in the present, but it's only right to give this story its proper conclusion. Valiant figures from times of old reunite with familiar faces and find themselves in a world drastically reshaped from the one they once knew.
I heard the reason Jingliu wears a blindfold is to avoid catching sight of certain objects on the Xianzhou. Things that would trigger her memory and the Mara inside her.
Well, not seeing isn't the same as not remembering. She's never forgotten those who fought alongside her. As for solving the Mara predicament, we'll just have to stay tuned for the upcoming Xianzhou story.
Looks like Jingliu's next move is gonna be trending all over the Xianzhou. Hey, Himeko, what if I start doing my own live streams? They could track Jingliu's every step. I bet they'd get loads of views.
Sorry, March. I wouldn't recommend chasing
March
trends.
உண்மையாவே யோமியா வைப் தான்
Your
கொடுக்குது.
content will probably end up clashing
நீங்க என்ன
with
நினைக்கிறீங்க
the
பிரதீப் bro?
IPCs.
Really? But my favorite streamers are always saying you gotta go with the hype. Anyway, how do you think I'm doing so far, Himeko? For this episode, I did loads and loads of research. Plus, I got lots of tips from my favorite streamer.
And which streamer would this be?
Ta-da! She's a streamer called Gwaynifin. Her streams are super entertaining.
Gwaynifin? I can't say I've heard of her.
You haven't? She's on the Xianzhou too. How about... I know! I'll tell you all about her.
Oh, another 5 star. 5 star 4 star இது ஏன்னா இதில் 4 star விட 5 star மட்டும் நல்லா இருக்கும்.
There was one night I couldn't sleep,
4 star.
and I ended up watching Gwynaifin's Kwaiban live stream. I've never
980
heard anything
character, okay.
like it. I subscribed straight away. It was meant to be.
Her attire is very
Lee
Xianzhou,
vibe, yes.
but it feels like she's not from the Luofu.
She's not from any of the Xianzhou ships. I think her real name was Guinevere or something. Anyway, Gui means fine wood, Nai means to exist, and Fen means fragrant. Su Shang came up with it for her. She's her bestie.
What lovely imagery.
I know. Plus, if you think about it, Guinevere and Gwaynifin do sound kind of similar if you say them a few times, right?
We might want to steer clear of wordplay, March. I heard the Xianzhou issues fines for that.
Huh? Seriously?
Xianzhou culture is vast and profound. There's still much to learn.
Gwaynifin says that Su Shang is always schooling her on local culture and customs. Su Shang is as Xianzhou as it gets. I feel like everything I learned about the Xianzhou I learned from them.
Live streaming, Kwaiban, a passion for Xianzhou culture. Gwaynifin seems like a girl of many talents.
She is! Although I feel like she mainly uses them to impress her bestie. Did you know that Gwaynifin is actually a street performer? Not to mention she's also super talented on the battlefield. Gwaynifin is a fire-type character following the path of nihility. When using her skill, Blazing Welcome, Gwaynifin launches firecrackers, dealing fire damage to her target and adjacent enemies with a chance of inflicting burn. After unlocking the trace High Pulse, her basic attack, Standing Ovation, also has a chance of inflicting enemies with burn.
I'm curious.
Burn inflict பண்ணதா another character for
Gwaynifin says
supporting
that in Xianzhou legends, artists use firecrackers to fend off scary beasts.
OMG, hi.
In return,
Hi, Dhiranara,
the
வாங்க welcome to the
nobility
stream.
supported the artist financially.
Jingliu
Gwaynifin
நீங்க
is
பார்க்கல.
just
வேற
continuing
level
the
இருந்தது.
tradition, and friendly locals are
You are
only
late.
too happy to support her.
Too late.
Funnily enough, her talent is called Patreon benefits. When Gwaynifin is on the battlefield and an enemy sustains burn damage, there's a chance they'll enter a Fire Kiss state. Fire Kiss is stackable and limited to a set number of turns.
Fire
While
Kiss.
in the Fire Kiss
நல்லா
state,
இருக்கே பேரு.
enemies sustain increased damage.
I had to drive my
Which
brother to
reminds
class. Oh,
me,
okay.
I think Gwaynifin live streamed a battle once too. Her ultimate, Watch this showstopper.
Ulti
Summons and
8
detonates an even
drive alone
bigger
for the first
firecracker
time.
in the form of
Oh.
a D-ting,
ஏன் தனியா நீங்க இது
dealing
வரைக்கும்
fire
ட்ரை பண்ணது
damage
இல்லையா?
to
அடேங்கப்பா.
all enemies. Targets already inflicted with burns sustain additional damage as a set percentage of the fire damage.
Is this what the kids call going viral?
நல்லா
I'd
இருக்கு
love
அல்டி
to see her combat livestream data. I bet it was an instant hit.
About that. Her stream was taken down halfway through. I think she violated the platform's fire safety policy.
Oh.
கிராக்கர்ஸ் தூக்கி போடுறாங்க.
What do you think? Got a better picture of Gwen Ifen now?
And I can see why you're
Gwen
so
Ifen.
fond of her.
Cool, isn't she? I'll message you the link to her streams right now. Sometimes she even sends gifts to her fans. Hey, Gwailings, check this out. Scale Gorge spring water, clear and tasteless, rich in calories. One sip. You just saved
Violent
yourself a
guidelines.
meal. Actually, I bought some 5-liter Scale
Clee.
Gorge spring water during Gwen
வளர்ந்த
Ifen's
கிளீ இங்க
last
வந்திருக்கு
stream.
வேற ஒண்ணும் இல்ல.
When
So
you're
rich.
watching her
She
stream, you
gift her
gotta
fans,
be
yes.
ready to grab the deals. They're awesome.
Wait a minute, March. If that's the case, those bottles of Scale Gorge spring water in the Express's storage room, you bought all of those?
Yeah, what about them?
Interesting. Just the other day, Welt was telling me about his new healthy lifestyle habits. Apart from exercise, he's been drinking 8 glasses of water a day. Strangely enough, he's gained a little weight. Guess it must have been...
So Mr. Yang was drinking the... It's getting late, Himeko. We should get back to the show. The next person we'll be talking about is Topaz.
Topaz.
Sure. So, who's Topaz?
Topaz.
Actually, I don't know either. But the director said that Topaz works for the IPC. She even knows that presenter, Albert. Speaking of, let's get him on the line. He can introduce
Albert.
Topaz.
I'm missing Albert.
Albert?
What? What is this? Name it. Oh, here.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle.
Yes.
Good morning.
Finally,
good afternoon,
we met
and
Albert.
Good evening. I'm your good buddy Albert.
Why did our art style change?
Topaz works for the
On my show,
CAA. Yes.
we go by my style. Up next, allow me, Albert, a professional Interastral Peace Corporation anchor, to introduce to you my guest
Albert Talaivan,
IPC
yes.
colleague, Topaz.
இங்க பாத்தீங்களா பண்ணிக்கு ரிபன் கட்டி விட்டுருக்கு. ஓகே. ஓ பண்ணி வச்சு தான் அடிப்பியா நீ? Topaz.
Topaz is a rising star in the IPC Strategic Investment Department.
ஆனா இவளது எனக்கு அந்த
Heading up the
அளவுக்கு
special desk picket team.
பிடிச்ச மாதிரி
She's a
இல்ல.
combination of youth, elegance,
Jingliu
and
very.
remarkable ability.
The Special Debts Picket Team. I think I've heard of them.
Well, as you may know, among the universe's major investors and lenders, the IPC
Hello,
is a
buddies.
big fish. And with so many venture capital projects, there are bound to be bumps in the road. Topaz is our go-to person to smooth out the bumps and make sure we recover what's owed.
Oh, I get it. So the corporation's in the red?
When dealing with defaulters, Topaz's methods are swift and effective, saving the IPC from many a potential loss. She also has a great knack for investments, turning even the bleakest projects into success stories and ensuring huge returns for the corporation.
Wow, impressive. Does she have some kind of superpower?
Within the walls of the IPC, there is indeed a rumor that Topaz's stellar success might have something of the supernatural about it.
Oh?
Supernatural? Oh, reminds me of Gwen Ifen's ghost hunting streams.
Ghost hunting? Let's not jump the gun. When people think of Topaz, they
Superpower,
don't think about
yes.
ghosts, but a certain unmistakable companion. I'm talking about her warp trotter, Numby. They may look like a cute mascot, but Numby is Topaz's trusted sidekick, both at work and out on the battlefield. Numby has a keen sense for sniffing out wealth, Security checks, debt settlements, and calculations are all child's play for this little piggy. Together with Topaz, they traverse the cosmos, resolving any and all debt disputes that could threaten the IPC's operations. Numbi is a legit employee. They even have an official role and title.
Really?
Really. And don't forget, the corporate world mirrors the battlefield in more ways than one. Topaz's prowess in the former is just as swift and formidable in the latter. And you better believe Numbi plays a huge part in that. Topaz and Numbi are fire-type characters, following the path of the hunt. At the start of an allied turn, if no enemy on the battlefield is inflicted with proof of debt, Topaz will inflict this state on a random enemy, thereby boosting the follow-up attack damage they receive. During battle, Numbi starts out with an initial speed and acts autonomously, attacking enemies inflicted with proof of debt. Excluding Numbi's own turns, every time an ally follow-up attack hits an enemy inflicted with proof of debt, Numbi's action is advanced forward.
Seems like Numbi and Topaz share a strong bond.
They make a tight unit. Speaking of which,
Topaz's
skill, difficulty pan, is able to reallocate proof of debt to a different target, allowing Numbi to immediately launch an assault and deal a set percentage of Topaz's attack as fire damage to the new target. This counts as a follow-up. Topaz's ultimate, Turn a Profit, allows Numbi to enter the Windfall Bonanza state. In this state, damage and crit damage dealt by Numbi both experience an increase. If that wasn't enough, every time an ally's basic attack, skill, or ultimate hits an enemy inflicted with proof of debt, Numbi's action is additionally advanced forward. After Numbi launches a set number of attacks, its effect is dispelled.
Whoa, Numbi's got moves!
Some believe that everything possesses a soul. I believe that if you treat all living things with genuine care, regardless of whether they're human, they'll respond in kind.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Numbi's not done yet. Topaz and Numbi's technique, Explicit Subsidy, allows Topaz to summon Numbi when entering a map. Numbi then automatically seeks out basic treasures and trotters within a certain range, leading Topaz right to the loot. The best part? Trotters won't be alerted to their approach, and this effect doesn't even consume technique points. Topaz and Numbi enter combat using their technique.
Game play எனக்கு அந்த அளவுக்கு பிடிக்கல பட் இது நல்லா இருக்கு வேர்ல்ட் எக்ஸ்ப்ளோரேஷனுக்கு நல்லா இருக்கு
After launching their first attack, if Topaz and Numbi are still in the team after winning a battle entered in this way, the team receives a small amount of additional credits up to a set daily limit. The above also goes for winning battles entered in this way within the simulated universe. But instead of credits, the team receives a small amount of cosmic fragments with a chance to bag a random curio.
That's quite the skill set. Seems like Topaz and Numbi have a bad cop approach to debt collection.
All that and no debuffs. We might as well call Numbi the omnipotent cosmic piggy bank.
Careful
piggy
now.
bank.
If there's an eon of prosperity out there, I doubt they want competition. Truth be told, Topaz doesn't care much about Numbi's wealth-generating abilities. Here at the IPC, she has a reputation for being clean as a whistle. Money just isn't that important to her. Money is a means, not an end. Work should make you happy. Topaz looks after Numbi because she loves them. Simple as that.
Numbi.
That's not all I heard. In version 1.4, Stagnant Shadow's Shape of Scorch going live. Beat it, and you can snag the essential material required for Topaz and Gwenifin, Searing Steel Blade.
Albert, are you sure Topaz is just your colleague? It feels like she's
Topaz
got a way bigger role than you.
ஆமா எனக்கு அப்படிதான் ஃபீல் ஆகுது பிகாஸ் ஜிங்லியோக்கு அந்த அளவுக்கு ரொம்பலாம் பேசல இந்த அளவுக்கு பேசல இவளுக்கு ரொம்ப நேரமா எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண மாதிரி இருந்தது பிளஸ் ஜிங்லியோட கேம் பிளே சூப்பரா இருந்தது டோபாஸ் வந்து எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச அந்த வேர்ல்டு எக்ஸ்ப்ளோரேஷன் மட்டும் தான் எனக்கு கேட்சியா இருந்தது பிளே ஸ்டைல் எனக்கு அந்த அளவுக்கு செட் ஆகல ஏன்னா ஆல்ரெடி ஃபாலோ பட்டாகல ஒரு கேரக்டர் வந்து எப்படி மிட் ஆச்சுன்னு தெரியும் Jingliu
might
on.
not get the ins and outs of investing, but I know my
Jingliu
way
on
around
மட்டும்
a
இன்னும் நல்லா
presentation
கொடுத்துருக்கலாம்.
deck. Those dazzling slides on
ஸ்கேலிங்
Topaz.
கொஞ்சம் கேவலமா கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஸ்கேலிங் ஓகே,
My
பட்
creation.
லைட்டா கிட்டு
Impressive.
கேவலமா கொடுத்துறாங்க.
It's all about making yourself indispensable in the workplace. And if Topaz were here right now, she'd acknowledge my presence with the utmost respect.
How's it hanging, Owlie? Hi, viewers.
Topaz!
That's my name. Don't wear it out. You guys probably mentioned already, but I work in the strategic
அதே
investment
மாதிரி தான் இவ்வளோ
department
இருக்கா
of the
ஃபாலோ
IPC
பண்ணாக்க வந்து
headquarters.
பண்ணி வந்து அடிக்குது.
It's an honor to be
So,
here for
தெரியல
Miss March
எனக்கு
7th
எந்த
show
அளவுக்கு
today.
இருப்பான். அதுவும் நம்ம
And
ஹண்ட்
to
வேற
meet
இல்லை.
Miss Himiko.
ஜிங்கு ஆனது பரவாயில்ல ஏஓயில்
Nice
அடிப்பான்.
to meet
அந்த
you too.
லைட்னிங் லார்டு வந்துட்டு ஏஓயிலே நல்ல டேமேஜ் கொடுத்துருச்சு.
A while
இது
ago,
சிங்கிள்
we
டார்கெட்ன்றனால
received an
ஃபாலோ
investment
அப்பா வந்தா
application
கொஞ்சம்
from the
கேவலமா இருக்கும்.
Interastral Peace
பார்ப்போம்
Media Department.
எப்படின்னு.
It seems the IPM's
கிட்டு
presenters want
கிட்டு
to
சொல்லியிருக்காங்க.
expand the
அந்த
program's
பிளேஸ்ட் எல்லாம்
reach.
சொல்லியிருக்காங்களே தவிர கிட்டு சொல்லல.
As such, the
எத்தனை
corporation
முறை
sent
அடிப்பானே.
me to evaluate the program's performance.
Director Topaz, I'll show you my expertise right now.
அது ஏஓயில் வந்து ஒன் ஷாட் பண்ணிட்டு வரும். 4 எனிமி இருந்தாலும் 4 எனிமி அட் டைம் செத்துருவான். ஹண்ட் சிங்கிள் டார்கெட் தான் வரும். சிங்கிள் டார்கெட்ல இது ஒன்னா அடிச்சிட்டு இருந்தா ஃபாலோ அப்ல வந்து எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச வரை ஓடாது அப்படின்னா.
Gentle eclipse of the moon. Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star
ஏன்னா
character
ஜிங்கியோனே விட்டு
jingliu
விட்டுன்றாங்க.
entering the
இன்னும் இது
second
வந்துச்சுன்னா
phase of
எனக்கு இவ அந்த அளவுக்கு செட்
1.4.
ஆகல.
2 character event warps will be
I love
available. In the
jingliu.
character event warp,
I
Sunset
need her.
Claws,
I'll get her.
Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star
பரவாயில்ல, சாம்போ
characters Topaz
jingliu
and
இருக்கு.
Numby. Meanwhile, in the character event warp, Butterfly on Sword Tip, the limited 5-star character Zila will be making a return. And I almost forgot to mention the 4-star character
Zila-வா? Zila
will
எப்போ வரா?
also be a part of these 2 second
ஏய்,
phase
3 பேனர்
character
அடுத்ததுல.
event warps.
Look who's back! It's Zila! Feels like forever since we last saw her in Belabog.
Characters aside, we're also eagerly anticipating version 1.4's 5-star light cone.
ஏய், என்னடா டேய்,
And
இப்படி
1.4's first
CD
phase
weapon
light
எடுக்கலாம்னு
cone
இருந்தேங்க.
warp. The drop rate of the 5-star
இப்படி
light
ஆப் வைக்கிறானுங்க.
cone, I shall be my own sword, will be boosted.
It's that sword-wielding beauty again!
Standing there in the
Moon.
moonlight without her blindfold, amidst all
3
those
banners.
flowers. Quite the sight.
Unforgettable!
Meanwhile, in 1.4's second phase
Genshin
light cone
கொண்டு
event
வந்துட்டு
warps,
போறானுங்க.
the drop rates for the 5-star
அடுத்த
light
patchல
cones,
3-ஆ?
Glorious and Blissful,
இவ்வளோ
and
நாள்
Infinite
இவ்வளோ
will be
பேட்ச்ல ரெண்டு
boosted.
போயிட்டு இருந்தது.
Wow, Topaz is so lucky to be surrounded by so many cute
Ah.
fluffballs. Can we get
நான்
one for
சீனி
the
வெப்பன்
Express
எடுக்கலான்னு இருந்தேனே.
Himiko? Oh, please!
I'm afraid that might not be possible.
கடைசியா எடுக்கும் போதே
I remember Pom-Pom
இந்த
saying
வெல்ட் பையன்
they're not
வெப்பனை
keen
விட்டு
on
வந்துட்டாங்க.
having
இந்த
anything
வெல்ட்
that
கேர்ஸ்
sheds
எனக்கு
fur
விட
in the
மாட்டேங்குது.
carriages.
கடுப்பாகுது.
Pom-Pom sheds
அந்த கேர்ஸ் இப்போ
tons of
வந்திருந்தா கூட
fur.
எனக்கு கேரண்டி
You
ஆயிருக்கும் அடுத்தது.
know, trotters like Numby make great companions.
டில்பிகளை கொடுத்து
They're not
விட்டானுங்க.
shedding, low maintenance, and super squishy. Plus, they can snip out valuable treasures. Or, what about adopting a talking bird? Like Owlie here.
Wait, what?
அவள்
Absolutely
பட்
not. I'm
அவள்
the
பட்
star
அடாப்ட்
of the
பண்ணிட்டியா?
P.M.
அடாப்ட் பண்ணிக்கோ.
And that wraps up today's Warp and Light Cone segment. Director Topaz, I was wondering, how did you rate my performance?
Let's talk about that later. The reason I'm here for March's show today is to present some small gifts to our esteemed viewers on behalf of the IPC. I'm not the best at crafting presentation decks, but here is a slide I worked up.
ஓ ஓ
Feel the frost in the space fantasy adventure Honkai Star Rail.
ஃபாஸ்டா இருக்காருப்பா. பண்ணியா நினைச்சேன் வந்துருச்சு பண்ணி. அந்த பண்ணி அல்ட்டில அந்த டொர்னாடோ கூட போடல. அப்புறம் என்னது அந்த டொர்னாடோ காட்டினானுன்னு தெரியல.
Gee, thanks, Topaz! of your schedule to be on the show. You must be pretty busy.
Well, the corporation
jingliu
is
வெயிட் தெரியும்
a
பார்த்தேன்.
big part of my
jingliu
life.
அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த ஃபயர் கிராக்கர்
In
இருக்கு.
fact, me and my team are heading out to business on Urilo 6 very
எனக்கு
soon.
செகண்ட் ஹாஃப்ல வந்துட்டு ரெண்டு
Taking
பேனர்
part in
நினைக்கிறேன்.
today's
இது கூட சேர்ந்து
program was
சீலியை
a
விடுறாங்கன்னு
nice change
நினைக்கிறேன்.
of
எனக்கு
pace for
தெரிஞ்சு அந்த
me.
Oh, really?
பேனர் சேலுக்காக அப்படி
Urilo
பிளான்
6?
பண்ணிருப்பாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Well, we've been
இதோட
there.
பேனரும் சீலி பேனரும் ஒண்ணா
So,
வருதுன்னு
is
நினைக்கிறேன்.
this a debt collecting trip?
I'm afraid
இவ
I can't
பேனர்ல
comment
பண்ணனா
on
கூட சீலி
internal
பேனர்ல கண்டிப்பா
IPC
பண்ணுவானுங்க.
matters. That said, I heard the express crew will be heading to Urilo 6 for the Trailblaze Continuance
ஈவன்
Future
சீல் என்ன
Market.
பண்ணுது பார்க்கணும்.
Looking forward to
Live
seeing you
முடிச்சிட்டு
all in
போய் பார்ப்போம்.
belabog.
Huh? How did you know about that?
Preliminary research is crucial for the
Oh, main
smooth
story
progression of
வருது.
any project. Our
belabog
data
இல்லையா
collection
அதுவா?
lead informed me about a significant site on Urilo 6 known as the Pillars of Creation, a memorial symbolizing centuries of
ஏன்னா நான்
belabogian
எடுத்த ஈவன்
resistance.
சீலி கூட புல்
Out of
பண்ணுவேன் அந்த ஃபயர்
respect,
கிராக்கர்
I intend to
எடுக்காது.
pay a visit there with a few colleagues.
ஆனா இவ எடுக்க மாட்டேன்.
Colleagues?
Oh, where are my manners? Let me introduce them. Senior staff, team leader, grunt, field personnel, and
Oh.
grunt, security personnel.
ஓகே ஓகே இவனுங்க அந்த
They
காஃப்கா
look
இதுல
pretty
வந்தானுங்க
slick,
ட்ரெய்லர்ல.
but I can't help but
இந்த
wonder...
தொப்பி
Are
மனிதர்கள்.
they enthusiastic about a trip to an ice
Okay.
planet?
I'm afraid enthusiasm doesn't come into it. The IPC's balance sheet isn't the best right now. We haven't got the capital to outsource missions like these.
That explains the recent disturbance in the corporation. As if thousands of voices suddenly sighed in exhaustion and were suddenly silenced.
Let's set that aside for now. You know,
I don't get
I've heard all
jingliu,
about the
I'll go
achievements
for
of the
சீலி.
Astral
நானும்
Express.
அதே தான்
I
யோசிக்கிறேன்.
also heard that
நான்
the
jingliu
train's
எடுத்தேன்.
navigator was a lady of
jingliu வேணும். எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு
unparalleled
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப்
beauty
jingliu,
and talent.
செகண்ட் ஹாஃப்ல வந்துட்டு
It
இவங்க
was a
ரெண்டு பேரும்
pleasure to
நினைக்கிறேன்.
meet you at
I think
last,
so.
Miss Himiko.
Another reason for coming on the show today? I hope I lived up to your expectations.
You exceeded
நான்
them.
1.5ல தான்
Next
வந்துட்டு
time,
ரீரன்
let's see if
கேரக்டர்ஸ்
we can
ஸ்டார்ட்
meet
பண்ணுவாங்க
up
சீலில
in
இருந்து அப்படின்னு
person.
நினைச்சா
I'm
இப்பயே ஸ்டார்ட்
sure we can
பண்ணிட்டான்.
make that happen.
ஓகே
Once your work in belabog is done,
அப்ப நான்
perhaps you'd like to
பிளேடோட
drop by
வெப்பனும்
the
சேர்த்து வைக்கணும்.
express.
சீலி எடுத்து
It's
யாரு
a
சீலி
deal.
எடுத்து
I've always wanted to set eyes on the express.
Jeez. Can we get a room for these guys already?
Get a room?
சீலி
What
சில்வர்
does
உல்ஃபா
that mean?
ரெண்டு பேரும் ஒண்ணா
As
வந்தாங்க.
another gesture of the corporation's goodwill, I'd like to introduce a brand new event for
நான் பிளேட்
everyone to take
ஓப்பனுங்க நான்
part
கண்டிப்பா
in.
சேர்த்து வச்சாங்க. சீலி கூட அந்த அளவுக்கு தேவையில்ல பிகாஸ் இப்ப இருக்கிற இதுவே நல்லா தான்
Recognized
இருக்கு.
universally as the leading video game brand, Ethereum Wars is set to unveil an offline fan event on Urilo 6, the Interastral Tournament Festival.
Ethereum Wars?
எனக்கு
What's
பிளேடு
that?
தான் கண்டிப்பா
Think of
வேணும்
it as a
பிகாஸ் பிளேடு தான் வேற
holographic
எதுவுமே நல்லா
video
இல்ல.
game. To secure a spot in the grand final, contestants must collect and nurture ether spirits, which can be found within victory zones.
Ether spirits?
I'd venture to guess they're much like Numby here. Digital replicas of creatures designed to serve as combat companions.
Right you are, Miss Himiko. Your knowledge in this area is surprising.
I've heard a thing or two about the IPC's research and cultivation programs. Am I right in
Teely,
assuming that the aim of this
Silver
event
Wolf,
is to analyze the suitability
Yeah,
of
Indian
different
Coast Stars,
species
the
as
5 stars
fighting
மாதிரி இருக்கு.
companions?
Correct. And we stand by our promise that no real-life creatures will be harmed during Ethereum Wars.
ஜிங்கியூ
The
அனுப்பான்.
IPC has renovated an old weapons
அச்சச்சோ.
testing ground to serve as a
ஆனா
tournament venue.
இவங்களுக்குலாம் அப்புறம் தான்
They've
பிளேட் வந்தான்.
also
சோ
set up
இன்னும் கொஞ்ச
victory
நாள்
zones
இருக்குன்னு
in
நினைக்கிறேன்.
different locations. Herta Space Station, Urilo 6, and the Xianzhou Lafu. Those who manage to defeat the championship contenders in each victory zone and complete the hyperlink challenges will be greeted with generous rewards. It's also worth noting that ether spirits, both allied and enemy alike, are classified into 3
You
types:
play any non-anime
mechanical,
games, bro.
humanoid, and aberrant. In combat,
Non-anime
these types have a cyclical
games.
relationship, with each one countering another. Attacking enemies that are vulnerable to your current ether
No, bro.
spirits type will allow you to
I
deal
play
extra
Pokemon.
damage.
Oh, so picking a type
HSR,
that counters your
bro.
opponents is super important.
Genshin
You got
Impact.
it. Furthermore, as you advance through
Sometimes
the competition,
BGMI
you'll
play
gain
பண்ணு.
access to the even more
PUBG Mobile.
formidable Overlord ether
BGMI.
spirits, which can be developed to boost their combat prowess.
So the deeper you delve into the competition, the fiercer the fights become. This is gonna be quite the contest. You okay there, March 7th?
Ether spirit, copy. Let's see. Whoa, a gold Albert.
Miss March!
Gold old
Do
bro.
I look like some paddle pet to you? You can't just collect anything and everything.
Just curious.
A reminder to our esteemed contestants. Numerous players from across the universe will be partaking in Ethereum Wars. As you progress, new opponents will be revealed. After completing all challenges, exhibition matches await, where you might end up face-to-face with some unexpected opponents. And should you rise to the occasion and overcome the Interastral Tournament Festival challenges, you'll receive IPC-sponsored eligibility for a specially selected 4-star character. And there you have it, the full rundown on Ethereum Wars. Hope you all have fun, and remember to treat your combat companions kindly. I've got a meeting to get to. Bye for now.
Huh? You're leaving so soon?
But I'm sure our paths will cross again. Over to you and Albert. Keep up the good work. There will be a year-end bonus for everyone when we roll out the new project.
Thank you, Director. Your wisdom, foresight, and mentorship know no bounds. Take care now. Stay safe out there.
I should be going too. There's some maintenance on the Express to attend to. Hope to catch you all soon.
Thanks for all the help, Himeko. See you soon.
Are they gone?
Gone?
Topaz and Himeko.
I think so.
Are you sure?
Yes. Take a look for yourself. See? Told you. All gone. Nobody here but me. Nobody else on the line.
Whew.
என்ன
That's a
மறந்துட்டா
relief.
அவ ஹாலோகிராம்ல தான ப்ரோ வந்தா
If you ask
Himeko.
me, Topaz is just abusing her position to engage in a personal pastime.
Huh? Topaz's personal pastime? What's that?
Isn't it obvious to you? Maybe you should take another look at the specifics of this event.
Let me think. I got it! So Topaz's personal pastime is hunting.
அப்படியா ஓகே எஸ்
Huh?
ஹண்டிங்
Hunting. Miss March,
எஸ் ஹண்டிங்
what
ஹவுல்ஸ்
gave you that impression?
Well, isn't that right though? I'll show you. This event is all about sneaking up slowly and then... Hey!
Whoa. Slow down a second. Topaz's pastime is cuddling creatures, not hunting them. As soon as she gets home, she grabs her pets and cuddles the heck out of them. She's got
Hunting
hundreds at her
owls,
company
yes.
apartment.
Huh? Did you say hundreds? How does she have the space?
Well, her company apartment is an ecological starship. Meanwhile, my feathered butt's in his studio from the 2020s. Topaz lives it up in a giant starship over at corporate HQ. Well, I get by on packed lunches in the middle of nowhere. Hang in there, Albert.
மார்ச் அவன் கண்டிப்பா
Let's
யோய்மே
shift our
வைப்தான்
attention to some of the other thrilling events coming our way. First off, during the 1.4 release, the Planar Infinity event is making its debut. Herta and 3 other members of the Genius Society made some small renovations to the simulated universe, but each of them threw a spanner in the works. With the code damage, the universe is beginning to expand exponentially. Madam Herta wanted me to pass a message on to our trailblazers. Don't panic, just a minor bug. You will be compensated.
Minor bug? Really? It doesn't sound like it.
It's true! The spanners in question cause the simulated universe's blessings and curios to multiply. As
Multiplayer.
such, in Planar Infinity's ordinary plane challenges, trailblazers can obtain some wonderful buffs.
For example?
For example, a cosmic big lotto that won't disappoint.
Oh, wow!
See what I mean? Following an ordinary plane challenge, trailblazers will enter Herta's
இது பாருங்க
manic
என் கேம்
plane.
கண்டென்ட் நிறைய கொண்டு வரான் இதுல
Busted dope.
ஆனா கென்ஷன்ல கொண்டு
Every
வர
time
மாட்டாங்க
trailblazers
அதான்
successfully challenge a wave of enemies, a floor is successfully cleared. As floors are cleared, trailblazers will face off against increasingly difficult enemies until...
Uh-oh. I knew there was a catch.
For example.
Now we have to fight attrition warfare?
Herta wants to test the limits of the simulated universe's memory. Don't panic, Ms. March. As long as Trailblazers obtain as many buffs as they can in the ordinary playing
Genshin the
challenges,
story
they'll
முடிச்சு
be able
எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர்
to
பண்ணி
face down the
முடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா
meta playing
அவ்வளவுதான்.
with full
ஒண்ணும்
strength.
விளையாடுறதுக்கு இருக்காது.
Trust me, in the simulated universe, anything
ஆனா
is
இதுல வந்து
possible.
நிறைய இருக்கு.
Really?
புதுசா ட்ரை
I
பண்ணிட்டே
don't
இருக்குது.
believe you.
You must believe
புதுசா ஆட் வேற
me.
பண்றான்
Of
இன்னும்
course,
எக்ஸ்ட்ரா வேற.
Trailblazers. It's a walk in the
ஆல்ரெடி
park.
ஸ்வாம்
I'm
டிசாஸ்டரே
begging you.
வந்துட்டு நல்லா இருக்குன்னு
Now
நினைக்கிறோம்.
I really don't believe you.
And of course, we're
Oh,
with version
gift of Odyssey,
1.4b.
nice.
Without the ever
எல்லா
stimulating
patchலயும் free
check-in
10 quiz.
event.
All patch.
Come on, y'all. Give it up in the back. Let's hear it for checking in.
நிறைய புதுசு வாடிப்பாங்க இதுல.
Check
நான்
in,
கென்ஷன்ல புதுசு கூட அதிகமா கேட்கல.
Also in 1.4,
கொடுக்குற மாதிரியே
we'll be
குடி.
welcoming in
என்
a
கேம் கண்டென்ட் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் ஏதாவது
story
பண்ணு.
replay feature. When interacting with characters in the story, Trailblazers can now pause dialogue and review surrounding context. All that juicy lore and tasty exposition buried under trigger-happy mouse clicks, waiting to be
எது எதுலாம்
rediscovered.
கென்ஷன்ல
This
கேட்குறோமோ
doesn't
அதெல்லாம்
mean you
வந்துட்டு
can make new
பார்த்தீங்கன்னா
choices, though. So
அது
always make choices that you know you won't regret.
We'll also be seeing the return of the planar fissure and realm of the
எல்லா
strange
டைமும் 2 into
events.
drop relic.
During the events, successfully challenging the simulated universe and Cavern of Corrosion can earn you a set amount of double rewards.
Nice! Double rewards! Some people are farming the cavern like crazy every day. They can save themselves some time.
பாத்தீங்களா கென்ஷன்ல என்னெல்லாம் குடுங்கடான்றோமோ அதெல்லாம் தூக்கிட்டு வந்து போட்டு ஒரு கேம் ரெடி பண்ணிட்டான்.
No way! Pom-Pom never stops talking about that mysterious recipe they found. Things are gonna get real busy soon.
இந்த ரெசின் கேப்
What's
இன்க்ரீஸ்
a
பண்றது,
recipe gotta do with being
ரெசின்
busy?
கேப்புக்கு மேல
It's not
போச்சுன்னா
just the
எக்ஸ்ட்ரா
recipe.
கிடைக்கிறது,
Pom-Pom's been talking about organizing
எல்லாத்தையும்
a
தூக்கி
whole
போட்டு
food tour
ஒரு கேம் ரெடி
event.
பண்ணிட்டான்.
So strange.
கென்ஷன்ல விடுவானா கொடுக்க
Nobody
மாட்டான்.
even knows where the recipe
கென்ஷன் எப்படி
came
போனாலும்
from.
பரவாயில்லன்னு நினைக்கிறானோ.
What if Pom-Pom runs
தெரியல
into
எனக்கு.
bad guys on the tour?
கண்டிப்பா இப்படியே
I need to
போச்சுன்னா
protect the
கண்டிப்பா இன்னும் கொஞ்ச
conductor.
நாள்ல வந்துட்டு ஓல்டு
I'll
பிளேயர்ஸ்லாம்
get
போயிடுவாங்க. நியூ பிளேயர்ஸ்
You
வேணா
wanna
வந்தா வரலாமே
pose a
தவிர ஓல்டு
bodyguard to
பிளேயர்ஸ்லாம்
get a
போயிடுவாங்க.
bunch
போர்
of free
அடிச்சிடும் ரொம்ப.
snacks.
Hey,
நீங்க
that's slander. The food tour
HSRக்கு
will be
மட்டும் இப்படியே
following the
நிறைய வாரி
express
வாரி
around the
கொடுத்துக்கிட்டு
world.
கென்ஷன் எதுவுமே
Keep
கொடுக்காம
your eyes
டே
peeled
மாட்டம்
for
ரிட்டே
official
இருந்தாங்கன்னா போயிடுவாங்க.
announcements on when and where we'll be stopping.
Hey, I'm the
ஏன்னா
one
நியூ
that leaves
பிளேயர்ஸ்க்கு
people in
இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா இருக்கும்.
suspense
பிகாஸ்
around
அவங்களுக்கு
here.
நிறைய எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கும், நிறைய ஸ்டோரி இருக்கும்.
And
ஆனா
now for the moment you all
கண்டென்ட்
been
பார்த்தா
waiting
என்
for.
கேம் பிளேயர்ஸ்க்கு ஒண்ணுமே
Redemption
இருக்காது.
codes.
Codes, codes, codes.
ஓகே லாஸ்ட் கோட். ஆனா இதுல கொடுத்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கான் என் கேம் கண்டென்ட்ல வந்து கண்டென்ட்ல இது வைக்க மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. ஸ்டோரி கம்மியா இருக்கு பட் content நிறைய.
perfect platform for this space journey, allowing our team to tap into full potential of the console.
The story of Honkai Star Rail is only getting started. Now with added technical features on PlayStation 5, we invite PlayStation
இல்லைனா
gamers
அட்லீஸ்ட் வந்து
worldwide
இதுல இருக்க அந்த
to join
ரெசின்
us in
கேப்பு
this breathtaking space
ரெசின்ஸ் வந்து
fantasy.
6 மினிட்ஸ்க்கு ஒன்ஸ் வந்து வேணா ஒன்று ஸ்டோர் ஆகும். 240 ரெசின் கேப்பு 240க்கு மேலே போச்சுனாலும் வந்துட்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஈச் அண்ட் எவ்ரி ரெசினுக்கு வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 18 மினிட்ஸுக்கு வந்துட்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு அதுக்கு தனியாக ஸ்டோர் ஆகும். அது 2400. இப்படி இருந்தால் கூட வந்துட்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பாக வந்துட்டு பிளேயர்ஸ் இருப்பாங்க. மொத்தமாக போயிட மாட்டாங்க, 1-2 பேர் போவாங்க தவிர மீதி பேர்லாம் இருப்பாங்க. பிகாஸ் வந்துட்டு ரெசின் வந்துட்டு சீக்கிரமாக வந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு ஃபார்ம் பண்ணுறதுக்கு நல்லா இருக்கும்.
Albert, who's the main presenter here? Shouldn't I be the one to bring the
இல்ல
show
bro,
to a close?
ஒன்னுக்கு வந்துட்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 6 மினிட்ஸ். 240 cap. 240 cap. Cap.
Let me think.
ஓ நீங்க அதுதான் இப்படி போட்டிருக்கீங்களா? ஓகே ஓகே.
Oh yeah,
Tensionல
don't
1
forget
8
to
மினிட்
like, follow, and
160
share.
தான். ஆமா,
Let's get to 50 billion views.
50 billion views. ஓகே.
You might want to take a few zeros out there, March. Anyway, I got a flap. They're not paying me enough overtime, that's for sure. So whether or not your world has a day night cycle.
சரி ஓகே, அது நம்ம ரேண்ட்
Good
வந்துட்டு
afternoon and
Genshin
get
Steam
yourself
பண்ணும்போது
home
பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
already. Albert,
இது
sign
பண்ணு.
off. Bye-bye.
Wait, Albert! He really made a break for it. Anyway, so that's all for today's program. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm your host, March 7th, wishing all you guys a great day.
ஓகே பை பை மச்சான். அதானா ஓகே எண்டு நினைக்கிறேன். இல்ல.
Finally! I'm exhausted. Huh? Really? Oh, thank you, thank you. Actually, I was feeling super nervous. Oh, no. did all the hard work. Thank you, thank you. Huh? Is the program link up already? I'll share it with my friend. Hey, you see my stream just now? You said you'd be tuning in. Link is already up, by the way. I just shared with you. Remember to watch the whole thing. I'll be checking.
Share பண்ண சொல்றான் அவன். ஆஃப் பண்ணிடுச்சு. ஓகே. அவ்வளவுதான். அவ்வளவுதான். finished. nice. எனக்கு ஜிங்லியூ தான் வேற லெவலுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தது. ஜிங்லியூ, I will get her.